Carl Jung, one of the most profound thinkers in psychology, introduced us to the concept of the unconscious, the hidden depths of the mind that shape our lives. Among his key contributions are the Anima, Animus, and the shadow, powerful archetypes that influence our thoughts, behaviors, and relationships. But these archetypes are often misunderstood. Are the Anima and Animus just another version of the shadow? How do they differ? In this video, we will explore these concepts in detail and provide clarity on their distinct roles in Jungian psychology. To understand the Anima and Animus, we first need to explore the shadow. Jung described the shadow as the dark side of the psyche, the parts of ourselves we reject, suppress, or deny. The shadow is born from societal expectations and personal judgments. It contains qualities we label as negative or undesirable: anger, envy, selfishness. However, it also holds unrealized potential and creativity. Jung emphasized that integrating the shadow is essential for personal growth. In practical terms, the shadow manifests in moments of projection. When we judge others harshly, we're often reacting to disowned parts of ourselves. For example, criticizing someone's arrogance might reveal our own suppressed pride. In the words of Carl Jung, taken from his essay, Ion, Researches into the Phenomenology of the Self, he goes on to say, "The shadow is a moral problem that challenges the whole ego personality, for no one can become conscious of the shadow without considerable moral effort. To become conscious of it involves recognizing the dark aspects of the personality as present and real. This act is the essential condition for any kind of self-knowledge." In this excerpt, Jung emphasizes the importance of acknowledging and integrating the darker, often hidden aspects of our personality, the shadow, to achieve true self-awareness and personal growth. While the shadow reflects the hidden parts of ourselves, the Anima and Animus represent the opposite-gendered aspects of our psyche. For men, the Anima is the feminine inner figure. For women, the Animus is the masculine counterpart. These archetypes are deeply personal yet universal, shaped by early experiences, cultural influences, and the collective unconscious. They influence how we perceive and relate to the opposite gender in the outer world. The Anima and Animus serve as bridges to the unconscious, allowing us to access and integrate qualities that may be underdeveloped or absent in our conscious personality. The Anima often represents emotional depth, intuition, receptivity, and creativity in men. It acts as a guide, helping them connect with their feelings and the mysteries of the inner world. In Jung's essay, The Development of Personality, he offers insight into the Anima, saying, "Every man carries within him the eternal image of a woman, not the image of this or that particular woman, but a definite feminine image. This image is fundamentally unconscious, an hereditary factor of primordial origin. For women, the Anima symbolizes qualities such as strengths, rationality, assertiveness, and direction. It appears as an inner voice of reason or an inspiring figure, encouraging them to embrace their individuality and take decisive action in the world." Both archetypes also have shadow sides when undeveloped. The Anima, when imbalanced, can lead a man into moodiness, over-sentimentality, or an excessive preoccupation with fantasy. Similarly, the Animus, when distorted, may cause a woman to become overly critical, domineering, or disconnected from empathy. Marie-Louise von Franz, a well-known Jungian analyst, describes how the Animus can manifest as a critical inner voice in women, leading to a tendency to judge others harshly. She goes on to say, "Animus possession may take the form of criticizing everybody and everything. And the damnable thing about the Animus is that he is quite right, but likely to be wrong in the specific situation." She notes that while the Animus may base its criticisms on general truths, it often misapplies them to specific situations, resulting in inappropriate judgments. Here's where it gets tricky. Unlike the shadow, which contains suppressed parts of the self, the Anima and Animus embody the otherness within us. They are not necessarily repressed, but rather underdeveloped or projected onto others. The shadow represents traits we consciously reject or deny due to societal or personal pressure, often emerging as envy, fear, or suppressed aggression. By contrast, The anima and animus reflect innate aspects of our personality that lie dormant because of cultural or experiential factors, but they act as relational gateways rather than adversarial forces. For instance, while a suppressed shadow trait, like anger, may erupt in hostile outbursts, the anima or animus shapes how we idealize or vilify others, influencing our emotional reactions and relationship dynamics. The shadow is intrapersonal, dealing with our inner conflicts. The anima and animus are interpersonal, reflecting our relationship with others and with the unconscious itself. Both archetypes overlap in their role as paths to self-awareness. The shadow forces us to confront what we suppress in ourselves, while the anima and animus lead us to engage with what we yearn for or misunderstand in the opposite gender. Consider Shakespeare's works. Romeo and Juliet can be seen as embodying Romeo's anima, an idealized figure of love and emotional connection. Conversely, Lady Macbeth in Macbeth could represent a distorted animus for Macbeth, driving him toward ambition and destruction. These characters externalize the internal dynamics of the anima and animus. In modern storytelling, these archetypes also shine through. Think of Neo from The Matrix, whose journey is guided by Trinity, a figure embodying his anima, leading him to self-discovery and emotional awareness. Similarly, in The Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen's animus manifests through her inner strength, logical decisions, and protective instincts, which are often tested and externalized through her relationships with Peter and Gale. Jung's ultimate goal was individuation, the process of integrating all aspects of the psyche, including the shadow, anima, and animus, to become a whole and balanced individual. He empathizes this goal by saying, "It leads in the end to that distant goal, which may perhaps have been the first urge to life, the bringing into reality of the whole human being, that is, individuation." Saying this, he suggests that the process of individuation, the realization of the whole human being, may be the fundamental drive of life itself. Understanding the difference between the shadow and the anima animus isn't just an academic exercise. It's a step towards self-discovery and transformation. As Carl Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This process calls us to a higher purpose, to take responsibility for our inner world, confront our fears, and nurture the potential waiting within us. By embracing this journey, we not only heal ourselves but contribute to a more compassionate and self-aware world. The path to wholeness is both a challenge and a gift. It offers hope that through understanding and integration, we can become the truest versions of ourselves. Begin your journey today and let your light shine through the wisdom gained in the darkness. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, be well, dear friends.